This is my third video, and well, that was the bottom of the cage. I haven't put my reinforcing in, but this is just to show you the size of the footprint that this cage enclosure pen, probably what I'm going to refer to it as, takes up. It is freaking massive. Yeah, I mean, it is big, and it is heavy. I mean, I just had to build it right. I mean, anything lesser and the cage would tweak as you picked it up, and it just wouldn't work very, very well. And if you're gonna do something, I always say you just gotta do it right the first time, or it's not worth doing. Unfortunately, it is very, very heavy. Yeah, I mean, I just got to add things because when you step in here, because of the 4x8 boards are not that thick. I mean, you'll almost step through them. So I got to put the bracing in there, and it makes it heavier. So this is almost getting to the point where I got the sides on, they're all fixed. All right, just to walk around, this is a serious accomplishment for me. This thing has turned out to be super heavy duty, and it's just labor intensive. I'm impressed with myself, at least for, you know, seeing it through. I mean, it's pretty solid. I got the braces in the bottom, so now you can walk in here, as you can see. I used 4 screws on pretty much everything, as you can see, the corners there. This could be a container to ship some antiquities across the world. I mean, those guys probably build these in 30 minutes, and it's going to take me probably about 3 days. I think it came out really, really well. Here's my my little rail that I put in. Look at my liquid nail seal. I came up with these neat little wood pieces that are kind of angled. I went to Home Depot and did find some edging for, you know, like floorboards and stuff to make sure, and there's no flex in this in either direction. I cut these out of a little piece of wood, that spare piece of wood that I had, and sanded them down and cut them at an angle, and then was like, man, I'm going to mount those and keep that wall from flexing in and out between the brace right here that's in the center. And it worked out really, really well. And it goes basically all around the perimeter on the floor. So very, very cool. Very, very happy with that, how it came out. That liquid nails is going to dry rock hard. And it's going to really do a good job sealing up all this all the way around. Here's the hide that I envisioned in my head as I laid on the bed. It'll make more sense when I get more of it built. The cage is looking pretty good, pretty solid. I will put the dry lock on it. I've researched, and that seems to be the best sealant for reptile cages, and I'm going to get some of that here soon and start applying that to the cage. And once I get this hide built and completed. All right, so here's my hide now. I've pretty much finished it up. It just needs a top, and I'm going to have a top that I can put on and take off, and I'll have a little handle right here, and I'll put on so that I can get access to them when they're in there. But here's like a little portico, and inside there is a little opening, and it's plenty big for when they grow up, and to give them room, the red and the black, to kind of spread out if they want. I got the top built, and I'm going to put a handle on it right here just so I can lift it up. If they're hibernating, brumating in there, then I can take the top off, and I made it where it fits really tight on here. And with a handle, I got it double boarded so it fits tight within the box. And I got the inside of the box sealed with liquid nails. Nothing's getting out. And then also too, I went and bought the dry lock. This is the go-to sealant for weatherproofing reptile cages. It's the latex and I'm gonna coat everything, I mean inside and out. I'm gonna do that because the weather's gonna get cold here now, and I gotta get this on. I wanna wrap this up, but this will seal all this wood, and then basically I think I'll be pretty close to finished. This is what a mask is good for. About the only thing that it's good for. Sanding. Here's my enclosure pin. It's been coated in the inside just one time. I'm gonna have to do most likely coat the inside a second time, and then I'm also coating the hide where they're gonna, you know, stay at night and hibernate. So I'm also doing that too on the side. But everything looks good. I'm gonna pretty much do a second coat on everything just to make sure it's really sealed. Other than that, I think we're good. Just applying the dry lock. As I explained before, it's actually pretty thick, and it's best, I'm finding, just to apply it thick. It doesn't really. I got the one that's the more grainy, more sandy one. I mean, that's kind of what my expectations were. That's what I wanted, but they have an extreme dry lock, and it doesn't have that. But I kind of wanted it to give it more of a natural, you know, look. You know, nothing in nature is super smooth, you know, unless it's a rock from a river or something. But other than that, I kind of want it to stay dirty, you know, just real natural. But that's all I'm doing now is just applying the dry lock. Super easy. That's it. All right, moving on to the next phase. I must admit, this has gone way over what I thought it was going to be. I have put way more time into this enclosure build, but I'm looking online, and 4x8 enclosures by other companies, or you know, $2,500 on sale to $4,000. So I'm going to be about $450 into this. I've coated it with dry lock, and I put 2 to 3 coats of dry lock on it, and I've also put some interior white paint on the outside. I was trying to make it more tan colored, and it didn't work out when I mixed it. It made it more gray, but then I stepped it up and I bought a paint sprayer, and I already have a compressor, and and I ordered some additional paint that's kind of a sand colored, and I'm gonna paint it with this spray gun, this gravity fed spray gun. First time I've ever done that, so I invested in this. It wasn't very much money. This was like $30 to $40. And I already had the compressor, so I'm gonna spray that on, and it's gonna be a really learning experience because I've never used this type of air gun before and sprayed something of this magnitude. So hang out and watch and enjoy, and I think this cage is gonna come out way beyond what I thought it was gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be cool, and so I'm excited. Man, has this been a lot of work. We had really freezing temperatures for about a week, and I couldn't paint or do anything, and so now we've got pretty weather again, back in the 70s, and here it is. It's all done as far as I'm concerned on the exterior. I don't have my top border on there yet, just finish it off, make it look a little bit nicer. You know, it'll just be a little ledge. And also too, you know, overhang just a little bit, maybe that'll help the Tegus, you know, as they get larger, not to get out. But all 4 corners in the lower portion are all that sand colored eggshell whatever they called it. And here is my hide. I'm going to paint the bottom of the this enclosure this dark brown like this, and then I'm going to fade it as it goes up. So I kind of have the eggshell on the interior, and it kind of goes down, and it's just going to mimic like the distance, the horizon maybe. I don't know, that's kind of what I was thinking. They're hide, and I built this separately from my cage. As you can see, there's two entrances here that come in, and this just kind of makes it where this is darker in the interior. And then I have a lid, I have a little handle on it. Pull this off, I mean, this is quite heavy. I mean, this is probably 10 pounds and it's 2 pieces of wood, and then I can get in here to my reptiles if I need to in the box when they're either hibernating or they're sleeping and I need to get a hold of them. So I have access in here, but this will go back on. It fits flush. It fits really tight, actually. And that'll go in one end of the enclosure, and then I'll have the lights and the UVB and the UVA lights on the other side. But this is how everything came out. I'm really excited. I'm kind of tired. I'm ready to get done with this. Thanks for viewing. This is going to end the video, and then we'll have a 4th video when I have it all decorated. And the Tegus are in it, and it's inside, and it looks its best. Okay, thanks for viewing. Hope you have a great day, and loving your snakes and your Tegus. Bye-bye.